Now the thing is, we could switch to institution advancement effort. You know what? I'm going to do that in the capital region, but only the capital region. Because once it has it, it will spread everywhere else. Military access from Sweden to go after Denmark? No. It was your choice to break your alliance with me, Sweden. That's entirely on you. Oh, I lost the Admiral. We probably do want to bring in a new one. And this is going to be... Vertheim. Is there an H there? There is. Okay. Good at sieging, not much else. The trait that I look out for most in Admirals is Maneuver. Because Maneuver increases the movement speed of units around the map. It also increases the amount of trade protection a fleet does. And it also boosts engagement width. You know what? No. Sorry, Vertheim, but you're just not good enough. Alright, next up we're going to have Valiantal. Oops. That's better. See, Vertheim is the better combat admiral, but Valiant is the better peacetime admiral. So we'll take both. Savoy... Wait. Savoy annexed Switzerland. Yeah, they did. New here since the weekend. Quick question. Am I from America? Kind of. I'm half Dutch, half American, living in Britain. Just to confuse things. I have a 100% American accent. Bona fide American here. And now you're going to have me doing this American accent for the foreseeable future. You're welcome. Merchants call for increased imports. The influence of a powerful guild has driven up livestock in Lubeck. It has come to the point where traders are finding it cheaper to import goods from abroad than compete with the local prices. So the traders gain influence. We gain trade power in a bunch of places. Or we make no concessions, but trade production efficiency goes up. This has no downside. Our concern must be efficient trade first and foremost. Just going to double check the change here. That's fine. Kan ik Nederlands spreken? Ja, klein beetje. There are reports of farmers and miners being more productive than local bailiffs expect them to be. We should investigate, see if there is something the entire nation of Lubeck can learn from. Spare no expense. Do it. Do it now. And I think I also want to invest in getting some more troops, because we can actually get another 4 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Job's done. Relations with Bremen have been improved. Did they leave the thingy again? They did, because they're outraged for the moment. Because I totally forgot I was doing covert actions against them still. Are you still a free city? Still a free city. Is there any way that I could be really sneaky? Like, does Bremen have a claim on any, or a core on any surrounding territories, like, I don't know, Stad and Verden? Verden does, Bremen doesn't. Too bad. Oh, and Sweden, meanwhile, is marching across Norway in massive stacks, taking a ton of attrition. Well, that's too bad. That's way too bad. That's very unfortunate for those stacks taking massive attrition. I feel very sorry for them. Rugen. Why can't I convert Rugen? Oh, because it's probably got zeal. Yeah. Having switched to thingy. Reformed. And we are down to just 6 loans now, which is great. Another election. We are going to keep him. He has been good for us for the time being. Can I not really say vassal with a claim on Bremen? That would still be the same problem. The issue is that Bremen is a free city, which means that any war against Bremen will call in the Emperor automatically. And I'd kind of like to avoid a war against Austria if I can. Damn it, everyone's voting for them again. Every time that I think Austria is about to get overthrown, they get reinstated. And I hate the fact that I'm rivals with all 3 of these. Yeah, we have Poland and Lithuania on our side, but it's not exactly the strongest Poland and Lithuania I've ever seen. And it's certainly one of the dumbest. What ideas do we have? We have economic, plutocratic, and maritime. Economic and plutocratic have finished, maritime's about halfway. Military access from Poland. Absolutely. Everyone's just jumping in against the Danes now. I'm sorry, Denmark. But you shouldn't have taken so much stuff from us in the past. Despite Lubeck's unquestionable devotion to trade, many of its most prominent traders are now claiming the Syndic refuses to listen to them and are putting other interests ahead of those which make our country rich. One of the merchants we rely on for our international trade has threatened to cease working with the Republic altogether. Although we are sure to come to an agreement eventually, this will hamper our cooperation before it blows over. Replace them. It's not good business. Alright, another debt overcome. Alright, relations with Sweden. We have now got aggressive expansion of 46, therefore danger of the coalition has blown over. But we do need to recover our manpower, we do need to recover our sailors really quite badly. So we are definitely in a period of recovery now for the moment. Here come the core provinces, that's going to help. Brandenburg's coming for us, okay. Gotland, cured. Cord. And let's get a trade power. And let's also get a trading post, which will get us another 10 trade power in Gotland. Then we're going to save up 200 treasury and get a centre of trade there. Return Visby to the League. Visby, the chief city of Gotland, was until recently the base for the Hanseatic operations in the Eastern Baltic, acting as a key stopping point between Novgorod, Riga and Lubeck. However, with the rise of the Kalmar Union, we've been unable to prevent our influence in the city from slipping. We must challenge Danish and Swedish claims on the island if we are to reassert our Baltic dominance. Gain 5 mercantilism, we get a permanent claim on Novgorod and Gdansk. Alright, that's all of those done. So now we need to get the Merchant Navy, which is 20 light ships. We can complete that one already. We need a level 2 trader and a level 2 treasurer. We have the base tax already. Need 10 heavy ships for that one. Need at least 4 merchants. We completed that. We need 30 development. We have that. So we can get basically all the way up to Queen of the League if we just get the 20 light ships. And considering that light ships are actually remarkably cheap, it's time to go on a building spree. Now, do we have any rebels? We have a few. Conquest CB against Poland and Muscovy. Oh, for Pete's sake, Hamburg. Again? Ship durability up. Oh, hello. Bornholm is now cored. Let's go ahead and do this. And let's see, where's Bornholm? Bornholm is in Lubeck. What else is in the... Oh, it's part of the state of Denmark. Interesting. Well, right now I don't see any reason to put a edict. Munster, currently fighting against Oldenburg, Wolgast and Cologne. Sure. Whatevs. And how are we doing now for governing capacity? Well under. We're not blobbing very much. Now there's trade conflict against Scotland. Also, we now control 43% of trade in the Baltic. That's a lot better. Because the more trade that we take in the Baltic, the more we're denying Sweden. So the poorer Sweden gets. Which I am quite happy with. Meanwhile, Gotland's about to get rebels. So let's stop you drilling. Let's stop you that. Let's go and grab some troops ready for fighting this. It's going to be 8,000. See, it is at this point where I would like to provoke this revolt. Oof, so long as we win. No! Shoot! That's a problem. That's a big problem. 9, 10, 11, 12... Oh dear. Bugger? 2 of them. Now I don't got land, no. That's very annoying. Religion in Colding has changed to Protestant. Cool. Lose a stability or lose Diplotech cost. I'll take the Diplotech cost. Because stability is definitely going to be more expensive right now. Can I change your edict again? No. Unfortunately. And this is very problematic, because I'm going to need to wait for all of these ships to finish now. And they've already breached the walls in Gotland? Are you kidding me? Gotta try it. Give ourselves space to retreat if I need to. Yeah, see, this group's maybe winning. Well, clearly we need more transport, so I'm quite happy to build more. That was a heck of a lot closer than I like to admit. So we had 5 artillery. We're actually out of manpower. This is not a good position to be in. Mercenary discipline up. Institution spread in True Faith provinces right now is incredibly powerful. Blockade impact on sieges would be as well. But I think I'm going to go for the institution spread. Actually, hang on. Let me think about this for a second. Because that is a very temporary bonus. You only use it for a fraction of time. Versus blockades, which is going to be useful all over the place because we're very active in warfare. And what was the other bonus? Mercenary discipline. Oh hell, even prestige for for converting. Although, most of our strength right now comes from the fact that we are ahead of time. When are the New Age bonuses? As soon as global trade has been discovered. Which is next. Yeah, so I think that one's of limited use, so I think I'm going to go for the mercenary discipline. Mercs now have plus 7.5 discipline. Plus any bonuses they themselves have. Which is another thing not to be sniffed at. We can go ahead of time. In maritime. No, we're going to wait until we actually get those technologies. For sure. Denmark's claiming land. That does not seem like a great idea, Denmark. And we're now going to go for a diplomat. Because I want to make sure that we stay ahead of time in Diplo. 40-year-old. Definitely yeah. This guy is also another one who's definitely re-electable. Awesome. And then I'm going to select the Navy and start building you a couple more light ships, because it's definitely time for us to start building up the light ship fleet. That's another transport, which should be over here. Well, our Centre of Reformation is definitely keeping busy, that's for sure. Genoa declared war on Naples. And now we just need to recruit a bunch of infantry to bring ourselves back up to strength. Though I think I'm going to get artillery again first. Because I do like being able to just blitz forts down very quickly. When's the next tier of castles available? Miltech 14, which we are close to. But we should be in a position to upgrade those pretty quickly. We are making a fair amount of money. When can I annex Hamburg? I can't. They're a free city and they're in the trade league. Reformation's still ongoing. This is such a bad Reformation. Yeah, lots of Germany is converted, but equally lots of Germany hasn't. And Brandenburg still refuses to switch. It's really only the Low Countries and like North Germany / Jutland. Brittany switched, interestingly. England still hasn't. None of Scandinavia has. Scotland's gone Anglican. France hasn't. What's it called? Bohemia hasn't. Austria hasn't. Brandenburg hasn't. Poland hasn't. None of Italy has, with the exception of Saluzzo. It's basically just me and a couple of German miners. Although Munster has, haven't they? Yeah, Munster could actually be a potential ally. Oh heck, Flanders too. Wow, Flanders is really strong. You know what, Flanders would be a great ally. Done. And I'll say Munster as well. How many slots do I have? 3 out of 3. Do it. I need a counter to some of the other powers around. We can get Miltech with innovativeness. Though it will cost us 40% more. No, 25% more. There we go. That's more agreeable. You know what? Sure, do it. I'll take the innovativeness from that. 35 innovativeness. Get in. And we also need to change the quality of our artillery. So, large cast iron cannon or small cast iron cannon. The main difference being that large cast iron do more damage. However, we're still before the age where cannon really do damage. And small cast iron give us shock resist, which will protect manpower. But then actually the large cast iron cannon gives us morale resist, which would emphasize our morale advantage. Although the small cast iron cannon does more morale damage, so they're basically the same thing. So in order to protect manpower against shock damage, I'm going to take the small cast. The rich get richer. Some of the most successful merchants have been found to circumvent tariffs and league taxations by registering holdings under subordinates. It's just good business. They're doing some clever business practices. Those business practices carry over into normal business life. We all benefit. Ostjylland has converted to Reformed. Genoa has accepted peace with Montferrat. Montferrat will give up stuff. Do I know exactly how elections work with sortition reform? Nope. Doesn't Unite the Hansa turn all of my league members into the Hansa? I would hope so. Haven't actually checked that, but that's, yeah, would be nice. Hamburg, Nassau and Lippe become a vassal, so yes, it would. So before we trigger that, we really want to make the trade league as big as possible. In fact, one of these requires us to have, I think, yeah, 7 trade members. We currently have 3. Should be looking into expanding that again. Diplomacy, alliance actions, invite to league. So, Nuremberg, Saxony, Aachen, Rotherburg, Bamberg and Oldenburg. Oldenburg we definitely want in. And Saxony we want in, because that'll be a real problem for these guys expanding. Aachen. Bamberg, where are you? Bamberg's there, so are you. So this would give us more power in the Rhineland. So I would say both of them. In fact, basically all of these if I can get them. Who's richer, Aachen or Rotherburg? Aachen is a 15. You're a 22? Rothenburg's huge. Improve relations. Improve relations. I mean, ultimately, we can probably get both of them. We just need to be improving relations with a bunch of people. Wolcast separatists entering my borders. I beg your pardon. Doesn't matter, though. We have a fort next to them. Gotland's been converted. So that should be the problems in Gotland dealt with for the time being. Now you may attack. More shock. Bornemunnen's turning out to be a really good general. Yeah, Denmark lost a bunch of Norway to Sweden. I think I'm going to have to try and get Sjælland and Fyn just to stop Sweden from getting those. Ostjylland. Ah, damn it, I saw that coming as well. I've not built a fort in Kolding yet. Alright, that's a priority. We need the fort in Kolding soon. Because that will stop crossings. Oh, we got there the day after the morale tick. Damn. That's 10 years of separatism right there. Alright, turn around, do it again. You're not done yet! Now go. There was the morale tick. That's what I should have waited for before. The downside of having speed 4 is everything does happen quite a lot quicker. Right, Kolding. I would like you to build me a fort. Go. And then that's going to protect all of these provinces as well from rebels. Because if you have a fort in an adjacent province, if a rebel takes control of that territory, you don't suffer any of the rebel penalties. Unless, of course, they take the fort. Bible has been translated. A priest in Wismar has translated the Bible into our language, and it has started to distribute copies to nearby villages throughout Wismar. Great news. Spread them far and wide, or burn them. Spread them far and wide. Piss off the papists. Anyway, that is going to be it for this session. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, then please be like German Lord E.T., Zeno Yapsi, and McCallants, and hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you're really enjoying this, then do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content, or you can, of course, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking. That is where the beginning of this series is. I have been uploading 3 episodes a day, including today. It's going to switch to 2 episodes until Saturday, at which point it will become 1 episode a day, as is normal. Also, if you did not get an opportunity... Oh, it's German Lord YouTube. Gotcha. Sorry. I get that now. What was I saying? There is also the multiplayer game up on YouTube that started today. That is the game from over the weekend where I was playing as Holland and having absolutely no problems with anyone ever. Peaceful and prosperous, that's what we were. So if you would like to see a game which is anything but peaceful and prosperous, you should definitely check out that Holland game. Discord. I have a Discord. That is where the community hangs out. They're a cool bunch, and it's always a real pleasure to see some new faces over there, so please do come join us over on Discord. Tomorrow, I will be participating in the 4th anniversary official event for Hearts of Iron 4. That's going to be kicking off at 5 PM until 7 PM. And I am gathering together with Prussian Prince, Torior, and Feedback Gaming, playing as the UK, fighting against imperialist Germany, which is going to be under the control of the Paradox developers. It should be a really good game. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I would urge as many of you to come along and support that as possible. There is a parliament mechanic in place. We have elected representatives from each of our communities, plus some of the larger mod teams, for example, Old World Blues and Kaiserreich, and they are acting behind the scenes to basically guide which direction we should take the country. So, for example, they have control over which doctrine we choose. So it was the Parliament which chose which naval doctrine. I have been elected as the First Lord of the Admiralty, so I will be playing around with the navies for that. Also, I want to say, Zatalia, thank you very much for the drink tea. Perfectly timed, just ended. Alright, I will be back again in 1 hour time, so at 10 o'clock PM this evening I will be continuing with this game. I'm just going off now to go and grab something to eat, because I is much hungry. And I'm going to see who I should host. Let's see who is playing right now. Blondie's on. Let's go and raid Blondie. Seeing as he's playing EU4 as well, that makes sense to me. So head on over to Blondie, say hello from Mordred Viking. Blondie is an awesome streamer. He's a former Paradox employee, currently working for CA, but he still does an awful lot of EU4. So if you enjoy what you're seeing here, you'll definitely enjoy what you're seeing over there. If you would be so kind, I would love to see his chat absolutely lit up with Viking Raid, just like that. Or if you're a subscriber, then go ahead and copy and paste that one, and you will have access to those emotes. Anyway, that's it for me for now. I will see you guys at 10. Until then, goodbye.